once you get second Ezra. In 24 books, that's, you know, somewhere though, right?
They have done against that they may tell their children's children.
It's very important, man, because most are telling us that we need to know about our sinful deeds. That's why we pray that ask the Most High to forgive us for our sins. But and the children, their wickedness, which they have done against the Most High, that they may tell their children's children. That go right along with the opposite of Psalm 78 and 5. This is what he told us we're supposed to be doing. Psalm 78 and 5.
It's the book of Psalms 78 and 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born.
So we're supposed to be passing these laws that the Most High gave us down to the children from one generation to the next generation. They can pass down the laws of the Most High to their children. Read.
Who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in the Most High and not forget the works of the Most High, but keep his commandments.
See that? It's always about keeping the Most High's commandments. That's what's so important. So the generation to come would know to keep the Most High's commandments. Read.
And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High.
So that's why you got to look at the children. It's very important because get Ezekiel for the future. Ezekiel 9 and 4. We've been ordained by the Most High to teach the children to teach so they can teach their children, because it's going to happen. Read this.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing, because nobody else is keeping the laws. No religions, nobody's keeping the laws but us. You know what I mean? Teaching the laws and say this is what you're supposed to do. This is right from wrong. You know, they tell me all you got to do is call on the name of Jesus and you're going to be saved. You're going to get salvation without going through the laws. You know what I mean? The moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and, you know, learning about the sacrificial law. Because that's important too, because when you look at what the sacrificial law covered, they look at Paul's writing, but he mainly talk about waiting under the law of sacrifice. When you understand that, you know, because they still have to keep the moral law, civil law, dietary law, ceremonial laws, right? But if you don't know that, then you're just looking at reading the New Testament like it's something different. You know, it's something new. Ain't nothing new. Wasn't no New Testament when anybody walked the earth. That anything is written about in the New Testament, there was no New Testament when anybody walked the earth. Mashiach went by what? The law and the prophets. They went up in the temple, what they read? They read the law and the prophets. So you got to look at it. He said, go through the city and set a mark upon the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done, you know, in the midst of us. You know, like right now, you got to look at what we got to deal with to come together and be together, because we all we have. It ain't gonna, it's gonna be, hey, now judgment come down, you're gonna say, hey, I wish I would have, should have, could have. You didn't do it, B. That's why you say, hey, go through the city and put a mark upon the men that sign, that's crying for all the abominations and filthy wicked acts and sins that our people are doing. That's why we're in captivity. And how anybody that have not been given the laws, not thinking about keeping the laws of the Most High, gonna have salvation with us. Gonna have the same position that we have. It don't make no sense. Read.
Verse 5. And to the others, he said in mine hearing,
what did he say?
Go ye after him through the city, and smite.
Say smite, that means kill. Read.
Let not your eyes spare.
Ain't gonna be no, they ain't gonna spare nobody. This is what he said.
Neither have ye pity.
Ain't gonna be no pity. Read.
Slay utterly old and young.
He said kill utterly old and young. Read.
Both maids and little children.
This is why they don't read the Old Testament. He said maids and little children. Wicked little children. Because you're supposed to teach the children ain't being taught, and then they're going to be wicked. Did he say, do what to children?
Slay utterly old and young.
That's why they got to follow these laws. They got to know the rules and regulations. It's very important. He said, slay old people and young people. Read.
Both maids and little children.
He said, hey, that's young women and little children. Read.
And women.
And women. Read.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
That's right. That's why you got to do what's right. You got to follow. We always broke the laws of the Most High. It didn't matter if we were righteous or wicked. He still put us in captivity over and over and over again because of what the wicked done. So that's why they say kill them. Read.
And begin at my sanctuary.
Begin where?
At my sanctuary.
That's with us, with the children of Israel. Point blank. Begin with us. Because we the ones that the Most High gave the laws and the rules and regulations to, commandments to. So we the ones that's going to be dealt with first. He said going to start at his house first, right? So that's why it's important that what we got to do to please him. It's very important. Then they what?
Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house.
He started with the ancient men. They should know better. You know? That's why, remember when Marshall said, he said, hey, this woman committed adultery. There was a lot of that was there, right? He wrote on the ground, they said, he what did he say? He that without sin cast the first stone, right?
The first stone.
And who left first? A whole lot of sin. You live a long time, man. You're gonna come up with a lot of things that's against you as you get older, you know, because every day, man, you gotta live that life. You know, go back to 2nd Ezra.
Salakia, real quick. Notice the priest brought out in Ezekiel 9, it said kill children too. Did y'all see what happened in Chicago? No. Where it was a public school. Well, what they call grade school. You know, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade, whatever. The children got into a beef with one of the other little students. The mother came to pick them up. The students got together. These are third and fourth and fifth graders got together and jumped the mother and the child. Now here's the icing on the cake. The mother's pregnant. You can see her study. These are grade school children. Give me one scripture, Matthew 24:10. So that's why if you read Ezekiel 9, it says,
wicked children. Yeah.
That's why they don't want to read the Old Testament. No, not you. They're going to kill children. Yeah. Wicked children.
Wicked.
I'm talking third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. I think Chicago public school go up to sixth grade. I know out here public school, what they call grade school.
Elementary.
Elementary school. Then you have middle school. Up here goes to fifth grade. Some states that go to sixth grade. These are third and fourth and fifth and sixth graders, I believe. Jumped this woman and her child. They've been bullying the boy. So the mother came up to the school to pick up her son and escort him home so they could stop bullying him. They followed him, and these are grade school children. So, like it real quick, let me read the precept. Matthew 24:10.
Matthew 24:10. And then shall many be offended.
Go ahead.
And shall betray one another.
No, I want because of 12. Iniquity shall abound.
Yeah. Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound.
Because iniquity, sin shall be in such abundance. Right? These are grade school children. Wow. Jumping a grown woman. I think the sister was in her 30s. These are little children, little 8-year-old jumped up and kicked the woman. Oh, wow. Yes, y'all ain't see that? It's been all over the news. No, it's been all over the news. Right? No, this happened a couple of days ago. Matter of fact, S.O.W, H.O.I Atlanta, they did the new moon lesson on that tonight. Of like what happened to us as a people. Wow. Yeah, and there's an outrage in Chicago. Like parents are really pulling up, like what's going on? And they demanding answers from the school, but the school, they gotta go to the parents. And then the parents, they gotta look at themselves and say, what happened? These are babies jumping on grown women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 7 and 8 years old a woman, lock. Ridiculous. Salakia, read that again, Matthew 24:12.
Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound.
Because sin shall become so prevalent. Go ahead.
The love of many shall wax cold.
Is a numb spirit coming in the world, man. Is a desensitized, numb spirit. It's crazy now. People, and I'm gonna hit you with some of them children's parents probably think that's okay. Okay. Well, you probably came up there to do something to my child. You know what I'm saying? They probably think that's okay. You're 8, 9-year-old. I wish these ones would jump up and kick. There's people talking about pulling up from other countries. They so outraged, man. It was a massive protest at the school district. But this, like Priest is bringing out, what have we become as a people, man? That's why the Most High going to kill the wicked of Israel. And that includes little children. It's funny, the spirit had him go right to there. And I was checking out that story all day. Oh, yeah. And the spirit had him go to Ezekiel 9. Salakia, Rob had his hand up. Salakia.
Was these Judite kids?
Yeah, little Jude in Chicago, of all places, Chicago. You know that Iraq. You know
what I'm saying? Of that movie that my wife watched called Weapons of the Kids. They turned the kids into a weapon.
Yeah. And remember, they told the National Guard, we want y'all to come out here. We got switches for y'all. Whoa. You know, they put the switches on the guns and make them automatic now. Yeah, they the little shorties was out there. Come on out here. We got these switches for you, Trump and the National Guard. Come on. So it's getting crazy out here. I just wanted to make that point along with what Priest bringing out.
Man, that's real, man.
Yeah.
That's sad, boy.
See how the spirit had them go to children, and these children are losing it, man. They're losing it. I don't remember in my generation, you didn't even talk to an elder a certain way. An older person, not even a teenager.
Right.
Now they're jumping on grown women. A little boy no more than 8 years old jumped up and drop kicked the sister, man. No more about 8 years old. This is what's going. This was a great elementary school. So look the story up when y'all get a chance, man. That's the spirit. Ezekiel 9. Real, the Lord said children too. Wicked children.
That's right.
He gonna have to kill a whole generation of our people because iniquity is abounding, man. That word abound is root for abundant. It's so much of abundance and wickedness from young to old. This scripture in Ezekiel is coming to life. Now we live in it. Right. We seeing it. So that's why it's important, man. You know, all praises.
All praises.
Salakia.
Man, that's serious, man. When you think about it, you know, get what's that? Proverbs 22:16 or 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, he shall not depart from it.
Gone. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right. So they can't be trained up because go back to 2nd Ezra, the 1st chapter, and read verse 6. Remember, we read how the father's supposed to be teaching the children, and the children can teach their children, so they won't be wicked and do what the Most High say do. Read this.
2nd Ezra 1:6. Because the sins of their fathers are increased in.
The sins of our fathers increased in them. Read.
For they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods.
They forgot the Most High and often under strange gods, man, different demons, man, all kind of demons that's out here right now, in high places. They working, because you got to understand, but they still put, certain happen. Oh, we got to. You know what I mean? We sitting around in our worlds looking at this, and they planning all kind of things against us. It's gonna happen. I mean, get Revelation 12:12 and Revelation 12:17. You understand this? It's gonna be this way, because the Most High said it's gonna be this way. He said it. We can see this happening in front of us, right in our face, man. It's sad that we doing each other like that. You know what I mean? At a young age. I mean, these young brothers, they took this little girl. Y'all heard about that little 5-year-old girl they took in the woods, and it was just terrible. The mindset of them to do that, to have the mindset to do a little girl like that, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? No? I'll talk to you privately, but it was terrible, man.
Yeah. I think I vaguely heard the story.
Yeah, man, it was terrible, man. I mean,
yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It's real bad. I mean, this is what they call them YNs. They worse. The YNs is the older ones. We talk about the ones that got to come with something for them, right? What's a good name for them?
It's gonna be irons, infant ends. It ain't YNs no more. The YNs are old. There's the infant ends now, man.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's crazy, man.
4 children, man. Come on, read this.
Revelations 12:12.
That's right.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Woe means destruction to us that's living on this earth, read.
And of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Short time.
Oh man, y'all, you never did this before. You ain't never cut off like that. The devil is cut straight off. He never did this before. Hey, okay. Let's see what's up there.
Cut right off, huh?
Yep. You said the devil that cut straight off.
Yeah, so while the priests getting that together, man, it's crazy out here, man. So y'all keep your head on a swivel, and another way, like you teach your children, is by example. It's by how they see you live. You know what I'm saying? They have to see you live in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, because it's hard for them. They give into a lot of peer pressure. You know how many counsels I got to give with people who are in the truth, but their children don't really want to be in it because the pressures of the world.
Yeah.
All that peer pressure. That's like outside of marriage, that's one of the number one counsels I get. But what do I do? My children don't want to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable. Yeah. All you can do is teach them and lead by example. And if they get to a certain age and they don't want to follow no more, you still live for the laws of the Most High, ASHAR, and they'll see your life. And that can still provoke them to repent and come back to the Most High.
Right.
Because there's a lot of pressure on them. It's not an excuse, but they looking like, well, my friends is doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this Hanukkah stuff. Everybody's celebrating Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So they're young and they want to fit in, so it's hard for them. But one of the best ways to teach you keep serving the Most High and doing what's right. Okay?
God.
All right. You got your hand up, out?
I just had a precept.
Yeah, bring it out.
2 Esdras 5 and 8.
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 There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Mm-hmm. That's what we saying, man. Y'all know what human means, right? Human means monster. It means monster. So it's monster beings, they call them, everybody. Human initially, it means monster. And that's what people are, like you say, women gonna bring forth monsters, and that's what we talking about, And it's like, that's the future. If we don't, most of them don't bring the spirit in to be able to change the way they're thinking and the way, it's all about morals. the moral characters, they don't have the right morals like we had growing up, you know. The worst thing happened to us is segregation. When we had to be amongst each other and deal with each other, and you know, if you do something wrong, somebody can check you, check your butt up, then send your butt. I got him. Get him. And you know, you got whooping there, you got a whoop going back home. You know, we had that kind of, you know, structure, but then we lost it when we want to be like them. And then now it's like you can't even discipline your child. They teach them in school. Do what? Y'all know what they teach you. Yeah.
Con.
911, you know.
Emancipation.
Yeah, man.
I could divorce my parents.
Yeah, right.
That's the lock. Remember years ago when like you would get checked so hard in the hood, you would feel bad because you had a conscience. Right. Remember they'd be like, "Boy, you know better than that. I know your family. You know you don't come from that. That's right. Your mother and father don't act like that. So what are you doing?" And you like, damn, I'm making a family look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you would think about it. Right. Now there's no conscience now. Right. There's no conscience now. And another thing is, see, with these children, people are desensitized because they doing stuff in front of the children. You see, when you see social media, you see them fighting in front of the children. They shooting each other in front of the children. They arguing in front of it. So at least back then, you'd be like, nah, you know, yo, we'll handle that later, man. Yo, you know, even sometimes you seen somebody, there you go right there, but he with his son. Fighting with the fight. I'm like, are you serious? Real. So it's a demoralized society, but iniquity shall abound. The love of many shall wax cold, man. Right. The only bright side of it is prophecy being fulfilled. Okay? The worse it get, okay, maybe it's going to get better one day. Eventually, this means your ASHAR coming soon, because it's bad out here, man. It's very bad. The only thing that's good in this world is this truth. That's right. Everything else is done, man, and it's getting younger and younger, man. 2-3-year-olds, they're going to be cussing people out soon if they're not doing it already. Kind.
They know how to work the internet. They know how to go on give them the tablet. The phone. Yeah. I mean, they know how to get to look at everything. I mean, it's debatable.
I was being nice, but they doing it already.
Put a block on it. That's, you know, they figure out a way to get through that. They're really intelligent in a way, negative. You know how they run up and bum rush the store. They got connections. I mean, when they had the riots out here, they had apps that they operated with, so that they know to go and do whatever they're gonna do. And they knew before the cops would come there, they was out of there. Then they go to somewhere else. Right. You know, they had that whole connection like that. They have that down.
Remember that Rob Judah and remember in 2020 we did the Passover at my house in Compton. Yeah, remember me, you, and Isaiah? We looked up and they had a flash mob. Yeah. There was over 2,000 children on that corner. Flash mob. Somebody go on Instagram or Facebook and say, we meeting up on Alondra at 7-Eleven. 2,000 teenagers out there, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, man. And LAPD, the Compton sheriffs couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
2,000?
Yeah, man. What you gonna do with that? Yeah.
And they flash mob to 7-Eleven. They got everything they wanted.
Yeah, they just flash mob and they run up in there, take whatever. Yeah. That was on the Passover in 2020. Remember, we couldn't congregate nowhere, so we did it in the house. Yeah. I remember me, you, and Isaiah was holding it down. And we was looking on the big, they got a flash mob right up the block. Yeah, I know I had heard something, but they took about 2,000 damn LA teenagers on the corner in Compton. What you gonna do with that? Like Bree said, what you gonna do with that? That's right. Compton sheriff said, I guess you're gonna get some candy bars from 7-Eleven because I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, that was right up the street while we keeping the Lord's Passover. Right. So like
catch you when you come out, right? We look at the film footage. We look at the film footage and catch you.
Good.
But that's what we're dealing with, man. Go back to Second Ezra, the first chapter, verse 7.
Second Esdras 1 and 7. Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath, and
Because you know it, we go back to Revelation 12 and 12. It's very important that we look at this, what we have done, and where we at now, in the future prophecies of what's going to go down that's promised to happen to us. Read that. And it's going to be clear that it's only talk about us, nobody else. Read that.
Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Why?
Because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
So this devil know he got a short time, so he's coming down with much wrath, you know? And that's who we going to come down on. Verse 17.
Verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
And we know the dragon is the serpent, the devil, Satan, the beast. All of them are what color? Red.
Red.
And we know Esau is what? Red. Edomites are red. So, I mean, he couldn't just say, you know, what it is that we know it is. So we know what it is. You know what I mean? That's why he got it like he wrote it. What did it say?
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
And the woman represents Israel when you read Jeremiah 6 and 2. Read that. I mean, it is what it is. The dragon, you know, the serpent, the devil, Satan, the beast, Esau, the Edomites, they all red. And they for the purpose of the Most High and doing what he says is going to happen in the fulfillment of prophecy. What he said?
Jeremiah 6 and 2.
Proving who the woman is, read.
I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Right, so who is Zion? Isaiah 51, 16. So we got to see liking the daughter of Zion. So Zion have to be defined, and to define as much as we can to find all these words from the Bible itself. There's no gainsaying on it. Read.
Isaiah 51, 16. And I put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people.
There it is. So it say to Zion, thou art my people. Who's my people? Matthew 2 and 6. You know how the story go. We tell the story. Go ahead.
Matthew 2 and 6. And thou Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah. For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people, Israel.
So now we know, go back to Revelation 12, 17. Because remember, the devil know he got short time coming out of much wrath. Let you know clearly who he's coming down on. Read.
Revelation 12, 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
See that? So the dragon, the devil is, you know, what did it say?
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Was wroth with us, the 12 tribes of Israel. But a certain amount of the 12 tribes is specific, it says. Read.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
The remnant of her seed. Now they all, because he already got the 12. He already got the. Who he's talking about, that remnant is. Who the remnant going to be doing, read.
Which keep the commandments of Yahweh, and have the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua.
That's us. That's we the Israelites. What religion is keeping the commandments of the Most High? The laws of the Most High. None of them. None of them. So it's clearly talking about us. Right? Yeah, it's talking about us, man. So that's why we have to be aware of these demons in high places, man, because their whole thing is to have us to do the things that will be Brothers and foremost, we gotta love each other. We gotta learn to love. Go back to Second Ezra's first chapter, verse 7.
Second Esdras 1 and 7. Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath and despised my counsel.
See, now that's very important. Look at Proverbs 1:24. Get that. Have not listened to the Most High's counsels. So listen to his counsels come. Read.
Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and ye refuse.
Most High called, man. All the time that we go out there and reach out to our people, he's calling, man. And our people refuse. You know, and some of us as Israelites refuse to really understand what it is we got to deal with spiritually to be able to get back to the Most High. Read.
I have stretched out my hand.
You did what?
I have stretched out my hand.
So the Most High stretched out his hand, read.
And no man regarded.
And no man regarded, man. So what is the Most High's hand? Psalms, what is it, 17, 13.
Psalms 17:14.
Right, 14, right. Go ahead.
From men which are thy hands,
So
O Most High.
Most High stretched out his hand through the men. He called men. He called men. So he stretched out his hand to the men to hear his counsel that we bring it forth from these scriptures. From Genesis all the way in, everything in between the Revelation 22 and 21. Last scripture of the Bible, okay? So everything in between, he's showing us how we got to act. Read it again. Psalms.
Psalm 17:14. From men which are thy hand, O Most High, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life. Belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
That's another thing, you know, like most people don't realize that the child comes from the man's stomach, from the man. That's why we know that that child is identified through the man's seed. He said he filled the man's stomach up with children, right? So when the man's seed goes into the woman, then that she's like the ground, the earth. You know, you put a seed in the earth, you put an apple tree, you put an apple seed in the earth, an orange tree gonna come up? No, it's not.
No.
Right, apple tree gonna come up. Right, trick question, right?
Gotcha.
Right, but that's what it
you're
is.
slipping.
You know what I mean? So that's any seed. When you look at the Genesis, the first chapter, it says after his seed. Every time it says after his seed, his seed, his seed. Every time, right? I mean, that's real simple, but we can kind of like get too deep and we don't really look at that. But that seed, man, even trees, man, it's a male tree and a female tree. And the male trees throw out the seeds. I mean, everything is in order like that. Most I have it just in order like that. Go back to Proverbs.
Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
So he stretched out his hand through the men that's bringing forth the truth in his last days. Read.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
The Most High jackals, some of us, I mean, we're going through it, you know. We're still being dipped in the fiery furnace of affliction. Take your butt and throw you in the lake of fire, you know what I mean? So we got to go through, He said, he have called, he stretched over his hand, no man regarded. He said, I said it not all the counsel that we, as the children of Israel, especially the men that are teaching this truth out to our people, everybody's like, you know, they walk by, they don't know what we talk about, but then we say, okay, all you got to do is say, hey, take Bible, handle the Bible, talk to me. And you see that they can't, when they're going to hold the Bible, what they do, they put it under their arm and they start talking. They go through, they do like this, they go through the pages, they do just like this. The next thing you know, I know this. John 3:16, right? I mean, it happens every time.
Yeah, God.
All you got to do is have them in the Bible, and you'll find out, hey, you'll see that they really don't know it. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity.
See, we don't want to be caught up in this. We don't want to be caught in the hands of the Most High. He said, you're going to laugh at your calamity. Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
That's why he said, verse 7. That's why he said in verse 7, he said this, man. Read.
Proverbs 1 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge.
Beginning of knowledge, man. Knowledge is the gathering of the right information. To have knowledge, read.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Fools despise wisdom, which is wisdom is the proper application of how you apply this knowledge that you have gathered, the proper knowledge you have gathered to have knowledge. You apply this knowledge in your life. Read. Fools what?
But fools despise wisdom.
Fools despise wisdom and what?
And instruction.
That's why they want to be. You can't tell them nothing. You can't be instructed. You're not going to grow in this truth.
Mhm.
You know, for real. We were all the way you had to come up in the. I say it all the time. He's my witness. A lot of y'all, if you're really strong, y'all would have been in this truth. Straight up. You would have been at the hang, man. It was tough.
It's tough.
It was tough. You had to go. You had to be. It made you a man. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. You can say whatever about One West, but we just like you see some brothers still dealing with the same program that they learned from One West.
That's right. That's right.
And they're growing. You know.
That's right.
It's that order, man. It's that order and respect for each other. It's just about respect, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Respect for each other. And that's love, man. You gotta, because you hate your brother, man. You're a murderer. Right? Into what it say? And you ain't no murderer going to the kingdom.
That's right.
You got that clearly in Revelation 22:15. So that's what we got to look at. He kept saying it over and over again. Over and over and over again. Love your brother. Love your neighbor. Why you got to keep telling us that? To the end. Come on. That's Revelation 22:15. You only got about 6 more verses before it's over. He's still telling you to love your brother because he say ain't no murderer going to the kingdom. You understand? You can't be sitting up here holding no grudges and you got to let all that go, man. For real. We men up in here, man. We got to look at, hey, what does the Most High feel like that? What if the Most High really had a grudge against us behind what we did to him? He said, all you need is me. We say, nah. We gonna go ahead and talk to the devil.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said, look, you could in the beginning, everybody obeyed. Nobody disagreed with the Most High. Everybody obeyed. Until they went over there to the devil. The first lie he told you ain't gonna surely die. And look all this power you're gonna have. Look all this power. I'm gonna give you power. And we went for that power. Marshall was trying to make himself no reputation. This ain't what it's about, man. We say we in the condition of damnation in this damn nation. You can't look at it trying to exalt yourself here. For real. Are you gonna be a base? Marshall say. Did he make himself anybody? He said, hey, I'll tell you why you know it's a brother. He will heal people to say, don't tell nobody I did it.
Right.
They don't tell nobody I did it, right? Come on, hey, he wasn't trying to be nobody in this damn nation, man. He was in the damn nation, wasn't he? Under the Romans, we just in the latter end of the Greco-Roman Empire right now. So go ahead, read that.
Proverbs?
Yeah.
Verse 8?
Yeah.
Proverbs 1 and 8.
I want you to read, go back over to 26.
Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Man, that's pretty deep, man. You say you're going to laugh at your calamity. Mm-hmm. And Hebrews 10 and 31 says it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of living power, man. See, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. And I start, dealing with you, read. And what do you think the angels going to be doing with them? They're going to be cracking up too. Because, they before the Most High scared. They scared as ever. They feared before the Most High. And now the Most High laughing. He laughing. We get a chance to laugh. They're gonna be bagging and just going off, man. They're gonna be going because they trembling. Look, get second that's 8:21. I mean, they trembling before the Most High, man. How we gonna get our salvation? In what? It said what? In fear and trembling. Read what they doing. Read.
Second Esdras 8:21. Whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended.
That's the Most High throne is inestimable, cannot be measured. Read.
Before whom the host of angels stand with trembling.
How they standing?
With trembling.
You hear that? So the angels standing with trembling. That's why when they came here,
That's why you know that the book of Enoch is crowded. You know, they trembling. How can they will against the Most High and create angels, giants, and all that stuff? You know what I mean? They'll let you know right there. You know, it's a fairy tale. You know.
but go back to Proverbs.
Proverbs 1:27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
That's serious right there, man. When you're going through all these changes, Most High destroying you. Coming at you like a tornado, like a hurricane, to destroy everything that you have, everything you building, and say, then they're gonna call on him. They ain't calling on him now. They say, but what do you say? I will not answer. That's real serious right there, man. You know, that's why we have to have a relationship with the Most High, man, before all this happens, before it go down, man. You can't praise him enough. You can't exalt him enough, because everybody call him Mother Nature, El Nino, La Nina. What's that last hurricane was called? Melissa?
Melissa, yeah, in Jamaica.
Come on, man. Yeah. Most High went through and tore that place up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Straight up, he tore that up, man. He said, don't wait till he come get you. Get Isaiah 66:4.
Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusion and will bring their fears upon them.
So don't think that, hey, you think you can get away with not fearing the Most High. He said he's going to bring delusions upon those that don't want to deal with what he's telling us we got to do. And we'll bring what?
Their fears upon them.
Yeah, you're going to be afraid. Fear, you ask people what fear of the Most High means. They don't know what it means to be afraid of him, be scared of him. They say reverence him, respect him. Yeah, you don't respect him. You don't even do what he say do. You're going to get all this judgment, read.
Because when I called, none did answer.
So he calling. We've been calling for years and years and years and years and years. Nobody want to answer. You know, that's why I say H.O.I coming back, that 1/3, he coming back with so many with him. You know, could be our generation, don't have to be our generation. Could be the generation that's after this. Only the Most High know. Yeah, he the only one know. So read.
When I spake, they did not hear.
See, when he spake, they did not hear, man. Read.
But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not.
See, we did evil before the Most High's eyes. We know the eyes of the Most High 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and even the secret parts, he said. So get Isaiah 65:12.
Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword.
So therefore, he said, you're going to number us to the sword, man.
And you shall all bow down to the slaughter.
We'll all bow down to the slaughter. We don't do what he say do. That's why we have an opportunity, you know, while we have breath in these mortal bodies, man, to do what he say do, right?
Because when I called.
Because when he calling through the men that he bringing forth this truth in the last days, read.
Ye did not answer.
They did not answer. Come on.
When I spake.
When he spake.
Ye did not hear.
Then we ain't want to listen. Read.
But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that.
We chose the wrong way, man. He said, hey, 1 John 5:3, what is the love of the Most High? That we keep his commandments. His commandments are not grievous.
Right.
So you're supposed to be sad and doing what's right, you build up this relationship with down, you got a chance to be able to not be dealt with. That's what we want, right? Con? Yeah. Everybody don't have to be dealt with in the same way. Jacob's trouble gonna come, but get matter of fact, get 2 Ezra 2:26 to show you this. That everybody not gonna have to deal with this. So you have this relationship with the Most High. You're doing what He say do in a proper way, rather than in spiritual. You know, read that. Because He is spirit.
2 Esdras 2:26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Yeah, the Most High gave His servants to the Edomites in captivity, slavery, and bondage. Who the servants? Isaiah 44:21. Defines the servants. That's for the servants. So it makes sure that it's not talking about no other people but us, the 12 tribes of Israel. Read that.
Isaiah 44:21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant.
See? So the Israelites are the Most High servant. Go back to where you was at.
2 Esdras 2:26.
I'm only here to show you that everybody will have to go through everything that everybody will have to encounter in Jacob's trouble. Read.
As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number.
Yeah, He said He'll require them, which is that remnant, among their number that they have of us in captivity. Read.
Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Some of us gonna have this, man. You say others and very sorrowful. Others gonna be weeping and sorrowful, not knowing what to do. But thou shall be merry and have abundance. That's what we want to be. Merry and have abundance. Read.
The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh.
That's right, man. They gonna envy us. Most High will if it's us. The heathen gonna envy us, it said, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee, said the Most High. Yahweh, read.
My hands shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see damnation.
That's right, man. You say you're gonna cover us up, man. Matter of fact, but with that covering, go to Psalm 91:1. All this go together, man, when you look at it spiritually, because we just gotta do what we gotta do to please the Most High and not offend Him. Read.
Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
That's right, man. We're gonna be able to abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Come on.
I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
You gotta have faith in the Most High. Read.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
All this is destruction. Read.
And from the noisome pestilence.
Man, come on. Read.
He shall cover thee with His feathers.
See that? He's gonna cover us with His feathers, man. This is what we want to be. Read.
And under His wings shalt thou trust.
Have faith under His wings. Be under His wings like a chicken. I'm gonna tell you. Read.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
You know how a chicken have her little young ones under her wings. That's how you're gonna say He's gonna have us, man. He said, but His truth, and we know what the truth is, Psalms 119:142. Shall be our shield and buckler. This was gonna keep us from not having the trouble that everybody else gonna have when they weeping and sorrowful and not having abundance and gonna be famine and food shortage, because all this gonna go down because of lack of bread and great tribulation. You see these YNs, now we talking about 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Come on, man. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be terrible. You ain't seen nothing yet. Read.
Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the
So
truth.
it's very important. You know, anybody tell me we don't have to keep the commandments, we have to deal with the laws of the Most High. I said, the truth shall be our shield and buckler. That's our protection in doing what he say do. His rules and regulations, point blank. Read. Go back to Psalm 91.
Psalms 91 and 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night,
The terror gonna come at night. It's coming. Read.
nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
The arrow, the missiles, man, gonna be flying in the day. Terror at night, and in the day you're gonna see these missiles flying, man. At night and in the daytime. Read.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
All these diseases, all the things in darkness, man. So Esau to get there in the darkness. In Psalms 47 and 5. And when he went into darkness, he put the people in gross darkness in Psalms 60 and 2. That's where we at right now. The people are in gross ignorance. That's why we try to tell them, look, this is what the Bible's really talking about. Why they can't see it? Because they're in ignorance. They're ignorant, and you can say whatever, but what's going to be our protection? The truth. He just said the truth going to be our shield and buckler. This what's going to happen. This is what's going on, man. Read.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Witchcrafts, man, they have on this earth, man. All nations deceived by his sorceries. That he's working against the minds of the people, man, to have them do what he wanted them to do. Like he did with the virus. How many people they said, do this? They just, yep, okay. Yes, master. They did what he said do. Point blank. These are all things, a lot of things you got to look at. They just, just like taking the food stamps away. What they going to do? Are they going to riot? Are they going to go off? They're looking for, the reaction behind what we're going to do. You see? Nothing happened, because I tell you, it's all about Judah. Ain't nothing happened till Judah rise up. Who going to rise Judah up? Right? Con? I would say who going to rise him up? Will the Most High allow Judah to rise up? Because when we do something, everybody react. They react to what we do. If we don't do nothing, then hey.
What's the precept again?
Hmm?
What's the precept again?
Revelations 18:23.
18:23.
Read it again. The last sentence. That's what we're dealing with that part.
Revelations 18:23.
That little.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
See, by this witchcrafts were all nations deceived. You can go Revelation 18. It coincides with Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and Revelation 18 kind of go together. You know what I mean? You can go back and forth and it tell you what's in there. They trusted in their wickedness. Esau trusted in his wickedness. We got to look at what it is that they plan to do, because it's already written what's going to happen, because we're going to have those that got to go through what it is that's written in this Bible, us, We don't know, but we got to look for it. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to be there. You might have to be there regardless of whatever we do that's right. Remember the righteous end. Get that real quick. Ezekiel 21 and 1 and 2. Because when you look at, they saying that these nations gonna have the same benefits as we would have in the kingdom. Then what does it say here? Look at this. Because if they claim that these nations, whoever they take claim to be, is righteous, we know we got to define righteous. But read this.
Ezekiel 21 and 1.
Are they really righteous? Let's read.
And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel.
We on the land of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
And say to the land of Israel.
Say to the land that we're on, the 12 tribes of Israel. What do you say?
Thus saith the Most High.
What the Most High said. What do you say?
Behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath.
He's going to draw forth his sword out of his sheath. Read.
and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked.
What are you gonna do?
And
To
will
us,
cut,
to us.
and
What
will
is,
cut,
and we the chosen people of the Most High, the 12 tribes of Israel. What do you say you gonna do?
and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked.
This is what he done. He cut off the righteous and the wicked. He set us into captivity. Read.
Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the
I
north.
said from the south to the north, man. Read.
That all flesh may know that I, Yahweh, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return anymore.
That's right, man. This is what happened. He already did that. You know, the righteous and the wicked. Not just the wicked, but we went out. If we were the righteous, we went down with the wicked. So everybody's saying, okay, well, they could come in and be, you know, part of this salvation or this big buildup of everybody's just one people now. But how is that when they're not? What's righteous? How are they righteous? What's righteous? Deuteronomy 6:25. This defines righteousness. So if they're not doing this, then how are they righteous? Read that, because he took the righteous and the wicked into captivity.
Deuteronomy 6:25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power.
See that? Gonna be our righteousness if we do what?
If we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he hath commanded us.
See? We gotta keep the commandments of the Most High to be righteous. You see, the righteous, they were keeping the commandments of the Most High, but they still went where? Into captivity. Right? Kind? So they went into captivity with the wicked done. So now here we are in the most wicked times. How much I say it's gonna be worse than it ever was, man. Ever was. This period of time that we in. Matthew 24:21. And how is it that they just gonna be able to do all the things they've done and still haven't done everything they're gonna do? And then they're going to the kingdom with us. Have the same position and everything. Come on, make that make sense. It don't make no sense. Read.
Matthew 24:21.
This is how bad it is, man. It's gonna be.
For then shall be great tribulation.
Great tribulation, great damnation that have it going on the earth. That's why I read about how some are gonna have to go through that trouble that's gonna be happening. What it said?
For then shall be great tribulation.
Great tribulation, read.
Such as was not since the beginning of the world.
I'm trying to figure out how can it be worse than drowning everybody in the world but 8 people. Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. In the world, man. You gotta understand this, man. Read.
To this time.
To that time, read.
No, nor ever shall be.
He said the tribulation, all the trouble that's gonna be on this earth, man, this ain't gonna happen no more, man. This is it. And you ain't even seen half of what's gonna go down yet. For what's written in the scriptures, read.
And except those days should be short.
What he say?
There should no flesh be saved.
He said, hey, being short the days, no flesh should be saved. Now you gotta understand what's eugenics. They're working on eugenics, man. Was that population decrease? Come on, he said he ain't make the short with no flesh be saved, man. No flesh be saved. Read.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
So who do you elect?
Israel.
Israel. Let's prove it. Isaiah 45:4. And he said for the elect's sake. Did that make them the elect? When it defines elect here, read that.
Isaiah 45:4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect.
There it is. The Israelites are the Most High's elect. And for the Israelites' sake, he gonna shorten the time. Not for anybody else, because nobody else been judged. They ain't been judged. We the only ones been judged. We the only people that's been judged. Psalm 147, 19 and 20. These are the things I look at. People are neglecting to realize that if we're the chosen and we have to go through, when you read the Bible, we're going through all the different captivities. All praise to the Most High. You know, He brought us out of it. Like, we only got one more time, man. One time that we got to cry to the Most High. He to have pity on us and deliver us from this dang on captivity. Read that.
Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
There it is. The judgment of the Most High. The judgment is a punishment of what you get for doing something wrong, huh? They don't know nothing about that. No matter if you see tornadoes, hurricanes, tidal waves, earthquakes, all that. Most High said, as for his judgment, they have not known it. Y'all see how fast the floods are going now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they be moving like like angels. Just, I mean, they be moving fast, taking out everything, man. That's
Yeah,
the Most High.
Salaki, they called it the summer of the Noahic flood. You know, Noahic, meaning, you know what I'm saying? They said the floods were so bad this summer, it felt like the Noah effect from the time when the world got flooded. Yeah, that's how bad they called it the summer of the Noah style floods.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, paying attention to all this, man, throughout the years, I ain't never seen nothing like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they be moving fast.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. The floods is out here got flooded. You know, it got flooded out here in LA over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of rain, but certain areas got hit.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. It's everywhere, man. Brothers and sisters be sharing the stories. It's flooding everywhere, man. That's what it said. It felt like the time of Noah, like the Lord flooding the whole earth.
That's right.
Good.
Where you at?
Psalms 147, 19 and 20.
Okay.
I'll finish it off.
As for his judgment.
As for his judgments, they have not known them.
So they have not known the judgment of the Most High. Remember what he did to us, the righteous and the wicked went into captivity. So, I mean, that's why, you know, you look at,
I'll finish it off.
Go ahead.
Praise ye the Most High.
That's right. Praise ye the Most High. God. That's right. Praise ye the Most High. Get Lamentations 5 and 7. Just want to do a comparison because you look at if there's no judgment for these other nations, which he said they have not known it, then who the chosen really? Read that.
Lamentations 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Our fathers have sinned.
Our forefathers sinned. Read like we read in Ezra, the first chapter, right? He said our fathers have sinned. Because the sins of Second Ezra 1 and 6, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods. Go ahead.
Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
See, our forefathers sinned, and the Most High put us in captivity, slavery, and bondage. We have carried their iniquities, right? That's the Israelites. We the Israelites, we carried the sins of our forefathers. So now, what is that it? Read Isaiah 14:21. Come on. We're just going to look at it for what it is, you know. The Most High's a just power. He's just, man. Read that.
Isaiah 14
and 21.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Just like he did with us. You know, we sheep led to the what? Slaughter. Right? So here we are. Here it is. He's saying what?
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Just like what happened with us. They always try to say, I didn't do it. I didn't have nothing to do with it. We had nothing to do with it either. We still suffering for what our forefathers did in sinning against the Most High, breaking his laws, statutes, commandments. Here we are now, you know, still dealing with it. So what did it say?
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers, what their forefathers done. These are the things that you can't gainsay on. It happened to us. Isaiah 40th chapter, verse 1 and 2.
Isaiah 40 and 1. Comfort ye my people, saith your power.
So we comforting. You know, it's comforting to know that we got next, man. Isn't it?
Kind.
Look at my shirt right there. That's right.
Kind.
That's right. We got next, man.
Still got
It's comforting. That's right. Still got next. Well, never.
Kind.
You know what I mean? Read it again.
Isaiah 40 and 1. Comfort ye my people, saith your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry, warfare is accomplished.
See, our warfare is accomplished, man. Our warfare is accomplished. You know why I say warfare? Because James 4 and 4. You see, our warfare is accomplished, man. As long as we stay on that right path, man, and doing what the Most High said want us to do, follow His rules and regulations, having faith in Him and the Mashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
James 4 and 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
So, and being a friend of the world, man, that makes you at war with the Most High. To be a friend of the world makes you at that enmity, mean you at war with the Most High. That's why I say our warfare is accomplished. Because we found out that, hey, we got to come back to Him. If we come back and learn His laws, statutes, commandments, and start to actually apply them in our life, then, hey, He going to show favor to us, read.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High.
You're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of the Most High. Go back to Isaiah 40 and 1.
Isaiah 40 and 1. Comfort ye my people, saith your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her.
Cry unto our people, man, the 12 tribes of Israel, that what?
That her warfare is accomplished.
Our warfare is accomplished, man. That iniquity that we have with the Most High, man, is accomplished. Go ahead.
That her iniquity is pardoned.
Our iniquity is pardoned. He's telling us, read. What we receive.
For she have received of Yahweh's hand double.
What?
Double.
See, we receive what?
Double.
We receive double. That's the children of Israel, the Most High chosen people. We receive double for what?
For all her sins.
For all our sins, man. So now, when you look at, go to Revelation 18. Start at verse 4. So we receive double. Keep that in mind. So far, we see that our fathers sinned, and we bear our iniquities of our forefathers. Now, they are going to be started for the iniquity of their forefathers. Okay? We got double. You know, so our warfare is accomplished, but we got double from the Most High. Now read this.
Revelations 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
He said, don't be partakers of America's sins, man, or our people, anybody's sins. Don't matter. Don't break the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Sin is what? The transgression of the Most High's law. You be not partakers of her sins. You know, when you really understand how they looking at us, you know, how we are, whatever they want to call us, man. When we trying to do what the Most High say do, they're not. And then they're going to have the same benefits that we have and trying our best to do what He say do. Read.
And that ye receive not of her plague.
Most High plague in this place, man. They already talk about another virus coming through. Shoot, you think they ain't create that one? Most High said His word gonna be true, man. You be not partakers of her plagues, man. All these diseases that they have is uncurable. They got all kind of plagues here, man. Read.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
I remember her iniquities, man. It reached up to the Most High. He remembered the iniquities. You know, the Most High, what, 1,000 years is one day to the Most High. So it ain't but a few days that he dealing with. You know what I mean? Really, and people talking about millions of years. Nah, man. We're in a 13,000 something year, man. You really look at it. The Most High created everything in 7 days. He rested the seventh day. So somebody got to tell me what he did on his 14,000 year. That's another Sabbath for him. The 21,000 year. That's another Sabbath for him. You know what I mean? That's when we have rest. That's why you say we'll have rest within that 14,000 year. That's the rest. When you look at it. That's what we at right now on this third day, man. Read.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
And what?
And double unto her double according to her work.
All the things they done, man. You know. And we got double, kind. So now here it is. Even Stevens, they gonna get double. Double for all her work, what they've done. Read.
In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Fill to her double, it says. Read.
How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Hey, she said what? I'm a queen, and I am no widow. No widow mean what? I'm no widow. What that mean? What's a widow?
A widow is somebody's husband that died or
right.
spouse that died. Yeah.
Right. Con. The husband been put to death. See, I'm a queen, and I'm no widow, meaning that the men gonna remain with their wives. Read.
And shall see no sorrow.
Shall see no sorrow. Ain't gonna be sad, you know. They got their heads up high, you know, like everything gonna be, you know, functioning as it is. Every kingdom had a certain period of time to rule, point blank. It's in the Most High's hand when He's gonna tell the Mashiach side to rise and go and judge, make war, but we know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be fulfilled for sure. Read.
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
She's gonna be utterly burned with fire. Read. For
strong is Yahweh Most High who judgeth her.
That's right, man. Now go to Isaiah 47, since I talked about it earlier. Go to Isaiah 47 and read, you can read, start at verse 8. And you see how it coincides. Read.
Isaiah 47 and 8.
Because you look at, there is no New Testament. There's only the law and the prophets. When you think about it, that's all they had to go by. When they went to the temple, that's all they read from was the law and the prophets. So even getting to Revelation, by the time he's saying things, you got to look at where it's at throughout the Bible that makes it make sense. But read this.
Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none like me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
See that? So what they're saying, you know, they sit as a widow, and they will not know the loss of children. That's what we started with, Con. But what the Most High say? Read.
Verse 9.
These are these other nations, especially Esau on the top. Read.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
What's going to come to them?
The loss of children.
The loss of children and what?
And widowhood.
So widowhood. Remember they say, I sit not a widow. Well, Most High tell them this for answer. You're gonna have to deal with this. Widowhood. Meaning the men gonna be put to death. Read.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Wait a minute. For the multitude of what?
Of thy sorceries.
Remember they deceived all the nations through their sorceries. Here it is. That's their witchcrafts. For the multitude of their witchcrafts, these demons in high places, that have everybody, you know, operating the way they want them to operate, read. The multitude of their sorceries, witchcrafts, read.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantment.
Hey, for the great abundance of their enchantments, man, that they got going on, man. Read.
Verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
They trust in their wickedness. I don't care how it looks. It's still, you know, they lies from the womb. Psalm 58 and 3. The wicked go astray as soon as they be born. Doing what? Speaking what?
Speaking
lies, right? So, hey, there it is. Read.
Thou hast said, none seeth me.
Nobody see me. You said you don't see me, people. Read.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Hey, they said in their mind, man, I am, and none else beside me. I mean, they say they're the Most High. They say they're the Mashiach Yahushai. They put it in the Bible, put their pictures in the Bible. That's one thing, you know, that I look at that most people don't even tell them, the fact that they talking about they believe in Mashiach Yahushai. What about that? They the ones put it in this innocent man's blood. Then had him crucified, put him to death. And put over his head, you know, the writings that they put over his head, the King of the Jews, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mockery. They the ones killed him. Who killed him? The Romans. What they say, they always say the Jews killed him. No, we gave him over, wicked Israelites gave him over to the Romans. They had a choice to say, hey, I ain't gonna kill him. I'm gonna keep Barabbas, the murderer, the thief, whatever he was. I'm gonna keep this criminal. Gave him over to, I mean, you gotta look at it. He was given up for a criminal. For Mashiach Yahushua. Who did it? The so-called white man. I mean, they painted themselves as being Most High or Mashiach Yahushua in the Bibles to this day. Whoever, you ever heard anybody apologize for this? No. What about the fact that, oh, y'all know we the ones that killed him? Mm-hmm. Or what apology for that at? Oh, you supposed to just forget about it. Mm-hmm. No, man, that's why the Most High, look, that's why the Most High said, verse 11.
Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantment.
Let you know, man. Hey, you don't see me, people that have done all this evil to us and to the Most High's chosen people. He said, hey, I see you. He see them. You know? They're not apologizing for nothing. Oh, that was wrong, but that was my ancestors that did that. No, it's them that's happening. Things are happening to us right now. Right now. Over and over and over again. Everything that happened, they point the finger back at us. We don't have nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. Immigration. Oh, everybody's talking about us. What? We got nothing to do with that. We built this bad boy. How's it that? Where we gonna go? Where they gonna ship us to? What land we going to? You know what I mean? Like when they go down in Isaiah, 13 and 4 road, like a you know that. Read on.
Stand now with thine enchantments.
Not the Most High Clown. What did he say?
Stand now with thine enchantments.
Stand now with your enchantments. Read.
And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Yeah. He said, tell them, man, stand with your witchcraft and your multitude of enchantments and so forth, your that you have labored from your youth, from the beginning. Because the Most High told us in Proverbs 16:4, the Most High made all things for himself. Yeah, all the wicked for the day of what? Evil. And to tell you in First Maccabees, when Alexander came into power, first emperor of the Edomites, it tells you in verse 9 that evils were multiplied in the earth when they came into power. Evils were multiplied in the earth when they came into power. I mean, we knew who we was, man. Think about right now. If you read the scriptures, man, we knew who we were all throughout the Bible. But when it came down to the Greek Empire, they wiped our nationality out. Wiped who we are out. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So what about these prophecies? Is that going to happen to those that they claim is righteous places? When they took the righteous and the wicked of us into captivity, slavery, and bondage? Who's really the chosen? Think about that. If all these things that he said are going to happen, he told us over and over again what happened to us, and it happened. But now he's talking about what's happened to these other nations, especially Esau them. And is it going to happen or it's not going to happen? I mean, if it's going to happen to them, he's telling what he's going to do. It's not going to happen to them. All they got to do is just join on to us. That's to me, what that remind me of? Before in the kingdom. Yeah, come on, man. Before you leave out of here, man. Make that make sense. Don't make no sense, man. With all the work that it takes for us to even try and be righteous in this wicked world, this crooked, perverse nation that we in. You know what I mean? Can't do that. There's all kind of things. That's why I say, come out of her, my people, that you'll be partakers of her sins. Receive the plagues that he's going to put on us. He's going to plant this bad boy. Remember, most I just said, if he ain't much time short, would no flesh be saved? Remember that. H.O.I told us that. Said, for the elect, say, you got to make the time short. This is real. Read. This judgment.
Verse 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble.
Like what?
As stubble.
It's going to be like stubble, read.
The fire shall burn them.
So what? Break that down. Break that down. Go ahead.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
Yeah. Read.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
For real, for real. That's all we needed. I want you to go to 2 Ezra 8 and start at verse 26. Because this is what Ezra's crying out to the Most High. Is what we need to cry out to the Most High. He said, read.
2 Ezra 8 and 26. O look not upon the sins of thy people, but on them which serve thee in truth.
Right. Look upon us that serve the Most High in truth. Go ahead.
Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen, but the desire of those that keep thy testimonies in affliction.
Hear that? We keep the testimonies of the Most High in afflictions, man. You ain't getting out of this. I mean, it is what it says, man. Regard not the wicked adventures of the heathen, what they're doing, but the desire of those that keep thy testimonies in afflictions, because we in captivity, slavery, and bondage, going through everything that we can think of. The Most High said, I'm going to go to my place till we acknowledge our offense and seek his face. In our affliction, we're going to seek him early. So we're going to go through afflictions. Everybody went through that. Everybody don't go through this. Read.
Verse 28. Think not upon those that have walked vainly before thee, but remember them which according to thy will have known thy fear.
That's very important, man. The fear of the Most High. Everybody don't know the fear of the Most High. Some people just rolling, doing whatever they're doing. They don't know to be afraid, to be scared of the Most High. That's very important. Go ahead.
Let it not be thy will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught thy law.
Look upon them that clearly taught the law of the Most High, because Matthew 5:19. For those that, these pro-top-eating preachers that think they can just go about telling the people we ain't not under the law. They say we Gentiles, been grafted in, got to run around the church like a chicken with his head cut off. That's the Holy Ghost, that's the Holy Spirit. And you got to speak in tongues and don't know what you're saying. You know, they teach you how you listen, you know, for so long, then you learn how to do it. You know what I mean? It's so simple as that. Nobody interpreting anything. But read.
Matthew 5:19. Whosoever shall break one of these least commandments.
The least commandment, he said, read.
And shall teach men so.
Aren't they teaching them? Ain't they teaching people? You're not under the law. We ain't under the law. We're under grace. That's another lie that they're saying. What it say?
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments
We call what?
the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
That's why a winner, because verse 29 in 2 Ezra 8, what it say?
2 Ezra 8:29. Let it not be thy will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught thy law.
To be those that have clearly taught the law. What am I supposed to say they're going to be in the kingdom?
The same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
The same should be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead, verse 30.
2 Ezra 8:30. Take thou no indignation at them which are deemed worse than beasts.
But he cut them. He said, don't pay attention to them, but they are worse than beasts, right? Don't pay attention to them, but pay attention to us. Read.
But love them that always put their trust in thy righteousness and glory.
Put their trust in what's the righteousness? Keeping of the laws of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High, and His glory. Go ahead.
For we and our fathers do languish of such diseases, but because of us sinners, thou shalt be called merciful.
Hear that? Because of us sinners, and you know Ezra had to be a righteous man for the Most High to give him, you know, to deal with him with 204 books and 124 books that we don't even have. Most people don't even have or even thought of. We only got 80 books. He gave him 204 books. So he said us sinners. That's very important. That we look at, you know, we have sinned and we sin. Well, we gotta ask the Most High to forgive us for our sins. And it says, us sinners, thou shalt be called merciful. So now they say they got mercy and grace, but who is the mercy and grace for?
That's the Israelites.
Israelites, get that. Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. It's only to the Israelites, period. If they're not Israelites, they don't have no mercy, they don't have no grace, period. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon 4:15.
You can write down Wisdom of Solomon 3:9 and Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. That proves who the mercy and the grace is for, period. Read that.
This the people saw and understood it not, neither laid they up this in their minds, that his grace and mercy is with his saints.
His grace and mercy is with who?
His saints.
With his saints, man. We know how to define the saints. Psalms 148:14. Grace and mercy is with his saints. That's what it says. But then they go to the New Testament, look at Paul's writing, but you go to the beginning, he said to the saints. Most of the time, he going to say to the saints. You know, Romans, you know, whatever. Thessalonians, all this in the beginning of those chapters, going to say to the saints, to the saints.
Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel.
Even of the children of Israel, man. Well, we
a people near unto him.
We are people near to the Most High. What did it say?
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High. Can we say praise ye the Most High?
Praise ye the Most High.
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 Come on, man. We can't praise him enough. But he said when you praise him with all your might. Come on, man. He the only hope. He the only hope. Y'all know a better hope than him? Ain't no hope for them, man. He the one gonna deliver us, God. Yeah, man, he the one gotta tell him Mashiach to rise. That's why I be saying Krum up and now with Yahweh, Krum Mashiach Yahushai, Krum Yasharala. That order, man. How far we only can rise so far. So the Most High say, hey, okay. I gotta rise. His name is jealous, man. Understand that's why it's about him. It's that order. Most High, Mashiach Yahushai, and we as the children of Israel, man. Don't ever get that order, man, because that's what it's all about, man. Because in these last days, man, it's going to be a lot of misery. Get that in verse 50. Look what it say, man.
2nd Esdras 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
That's us, man. We live in these last days, man. Shall dwell on the earth, man. He said, many great miseries shall be done. Read. Why?
Because they have walked in great pride.
They walked in great pride, man. It's serious, man. That's why we have to humble ourselves, man, before the Most High. We can't be trying to exalt ourselves in this wicked world, man. Or there's gonna be a judgment, man. That's Mashiach said, he that exalted himself shall be abased, right? Read that in Luke 14:11.
Luke 14:11. For whosoever exalted himself shall be abased.
Whoever exalt himself, gonna be brought down, man. He's gonna be made low. That's why we have to look at what he's telling us, because like I said earlier, he didn't exalt himself. He humbled himself until the death, man. He humbled himself, but he still went in the temple to whoop their butts out of them, did he? He still was hardcore, you know what I mean? He was humble, but it's a period of time. You gotta be how you gotta be. He seen them selling in all that, doing all those things on the Passover. He went in there and whooped their butts out there, didn't he? Turned over the money tables, and he told the Romans, hey, I could call down 12 legions of angels and kill all of y'all. But he came for that purpose to die for the 12 tribes of Israel's sins, man. Read that again.
Luke 14:11. For whosoever exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
Fine, man. That's what we got to do. We got to look forward to what he's telling us to do, man, and humble ourselves before the Most High. And that's contrary to being prideful. How you gonna be somebody in hell in this damnation and then die with this damnation? You join unto them. That's what it says. Gonna be many great miseries in the earth because of what? Great what? Pride, man. You see? It all go together. You can't look at it any other way, man. That's why we gotta look at, first and foremost, get Matthew 16:27.
Matthew 16:27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels.
He's coming with his angels, man. ASHAR is coming with his angels to judge and make war. Tell us in Revelation 19 and 11, read.
And then he shall reward every man according to his works.
Now, I thought we don't have to deal with no works. It ain't about your works. That we hear all the time. It's not about works. He gonna reward every man according to what?
His works.
What we have done, man. Revelation 20 and 12. End of story. Choose. Read that.
Revelations 20 and 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High. And the books were open.
Books gonna be open because there's books that's being written of everything that we do. Read.
And another book was open.
Another book gonna be open. Read.
Which is the book of life.
Which is the book of life, and that's what this is all about. Just working that our names to be written in the book of life. Go ahead.
And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books.
How?
According to their works.
No, I thought it wasn't about works.
According to their works.
How can I say according to their works when they say they teach it's not about works, it's about your faith in Jesus?
According to their works.
According to what?
Their works.
According to the works, man. And the works is get Exodus 18 and 20. What's the works, man? What's more important to do what the Most High say do in his law, statutes, commandments? You know, he wrote with his finger. The work of the Most High. Read that. This the works.
Exodus 18 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws. Show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
The work, man, and keeping the Most High's commandments. Told us, man, you keep the commandments, you're going to set you above all nations of the earth. That's where we at. Most High's commandments, do what he say do, because we got next forever. You're going to set us above all the nations of the earth, man. We bad boy. Built probably the building that they in. You know? You in New York, you know, I mean, how old is New York? You know what I mean? This pretty much you got all those the things, those monuments, everything you can look at there. Don't they have I remember I think they had a brother and an Indian, right? And a dude and an Edomite on a horse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is that? What is that, a museum?
It's down Lower Manhattan. Yeah, I think it's there's a few of them. They just discovered a whole bunch of new burial grounds too in New York, where they had all these different slaves up in Harlem, here, there, everywhere, man. You know, because New York is New York city than a lot of people think.
Right.
So there's a lot of history there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got the Native American Museum. You know, there's a lot of history there in the city, man, with different things that happened there with our people.
That's right, man. We built this bad boy. That's why. Where you at?
Exodus 18 and 20.
That just show that the works are the laws of the Most High. Orders and laws of the Most High. That's the works, so that's what we're going to be judged by.
Okay.
Go back to Revelation 20. Verse 13.
Revelations 20 and 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and damnation delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works.
I don't understand how they can say that. We done read it at least 3 times. 4 times in dealing with what works out and keeping the commandments of the Most High. Read.
And death and damnation were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
It's the second death, man. Death and damnation going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. No more death. You know, read.
And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
That's right, man. Your name is not written in the book of life, but you're going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. That's what it should be all about for us. That we can work that our names to be written in the book of life. Or you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. Get Ecclesiastes. Now get go to Psalm 81 and 3. This is where we at with the new moon. So we gotta, bring a few scriptures on the new moon. I'll read that.
Psalms 81 and 3.
Well, you start at 1.
Psalms 81 and 1. Sing aloud unto the Most High our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the power of Jacob.
Right, so the Most High like to sing. That's the last thing on my shower side done. Y'all know he sung a hymn before he went to the crucifixion. Man, went out there before they had the Last Supper. Then they sang a song. Then he went out there and they caught him up. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery.
It's musical instruments, man. Music, read.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day.
See, it's our solemn feast day. Blow the trumpet, blow the trumpet. In the new moon. Khan. Read verse 3 again.
Psalms 81 and 3.
And shalom to everyone online. Welcome. Read.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day.
This is our solemn feast day, man. It's our solemn feast day. The new moon, read.
For this was a statute for Israel and a law of the power of Jacob.
It's a law that we keep this statute. This was a statute for Israel. Did it say the other nation? No, it said statute for Israel. And a law of the most high power of Jacob. It's a law. Read.
This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not.
Think about that. These Egyptologists, they read that. Brothers don't read that scripture to them. But he said, Moses said he went out through Egypt and he heard them speaking. Moses said he didn't understand nothing they were saying. Think about it. He came down confounding everybody's language. He said he heard a language that he understood not. Read, because that's how much he cared about it. That's all. Numbers 10 and 10.
Numbers 10 and 10. Also in the day of your gladness.
The day of our gladness, man. This is supposed to be a day of gladness. Read, the new moon, feast day. Read.
And in your solemn days.
Solemn day. Like he said, solemn feast day. Now he's saying the same. Look up solemn. Most I speak once, say twice.
This is Edom Online, solemn. Perform with due religious ceremony. Devoted to religious observances.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good enough. I mean, it's a sacred day, man. Read verse 10 again. Numbers 10 and 10.
Numbers 10 and 10. Also in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets of your peace offerings, that they memorial before your power. I am Yahweh, your power.
That's right, man. This is a day of gladness, man. In our solemn feast days, man. In the beginnings of your months. This is how we know that this is the beginning of our months. This day. And then we count from this day, the first day, 25 days from now will be the feast of what? 25 days from now will be the feast, because we got another feast day coming up after this day. This particular new moon, 25 days from now, going to be what? Feast of dedication. Feast of dedication. The H.O.I observed that, and you read that about in St. John 10 and 22 down, man. He talks about that. He observed it too. So get any questions so far?
No.
Okay, get us Psalms 12, 13. What is it? Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Oh, Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Man, that's Ezekiel. You say, fear the Most High. Get some fear. Fear the Most High. You know what I want. Ezekiel 22 and 20 and 21. Look what the Most High said. You better fear him. We started with it. We're going to end with it. Remember we went to Ezekiel 9 and 4? And look what it say here.
Ezekiel 22 and 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
What do you say gonna do?
I will leave you there and melt you.
That's serious, man. That's enough to fear him. Knowing that he'll leave you there and what?
Melt you.
And melt you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof.
Woo. That's enough for me to fear him. Knowing that he'll melt you, disintegrate you. Melt you, man. You be like liquid. Dang. Go back to Ecclesiastes 12, 13.
Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What do you say?
Fear the Most High.
Fear the Most High and do what?
And keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments for all nations. Y'all want to try and be with us? What do you say? Fear the Most High. Be afraid. Be scared of the Most High, or he's going to melt you. And keep his commandments. What is this?
For this is the whole duty of man.
The whole duty of man. Read.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment.
He's going to bring every what?
Every work into judgment.
Every what?
Every work into judgment.
I think we read a few times he's gonna judge us according to our what? Works, right? Which is how we keep the laws of the Most High. He just said, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, right? For this whole duty of man, he said, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. How we kept the commandments of the Most High. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. Read.
With every secret thing.
Every secret thing. Read.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So what's good? Romans 7 and 12. Whether it be good or whether it be evil. Simple as that. You either did what's good. If you don't do what's good, then you evil. We know what's going to happen to you then. Read that.
Romans 7 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good.
That's right. Commandments of the Most High is holy and just and good. So you're going to be judged. Read verse Ecclesiastes 12:14 again.
Ecclesiastes 12:14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether you kept the laws of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High, and if you didn't, then you what? Evil. It's going to be that judgment, man. Point blank. Simple as that. Your name not gonna be written in the book of life. You're gonna be cast into the lake of fire. But we still got what we read about. I want to get one more before we get Job 5:19. Let's end with that. So you see that this is really for us.
Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
He's going to deliver us in 6 troubles. And that's why it's very important to keep his laws, statutes, commandments, because he's going to deliver some of us in 6 troubles. Most High right desire one. Most High will, read.
Yeah, and 7. There shall no evil touch thee. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death.
I mean, food shortage, you'll redeem us from death, read.
And in war, from the power of the sword.
In war, from the power of the sword, read.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Right, man, it's coming. It's coming. Destruction coming, man. And you know, you've got to be a certain spirit to be not afraid of destruction when it cometh. You hear it, but you ain't even really paying attention to it, read.
At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
It said destruction and famine, food shortage, you're going to be able to laugh. So you're going to have abundance. Neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. They got to eat too. They're going to be killing people too. Read.
For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
See that? The animals going to be at peace with you. Going to be in league with the stones of the field. The beasts going to be at peace with us. Read.
And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace.
You're going to be at peace, man. Our body's going to be at peace. Just keep the commandments of the Most High. Do what he say do. Read.
And thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shall not sin.
That's right. You shall visit your habitation and not sin. You're going to visit where the Most High going to place us and not sin, man. That's real key right there, man. And we know sin is a transgression of the laws of the Most High that he wrote with his fingers. So that shows whether or not you really about him or not. You're about him, I say, oh, my Father, I won. They agree. So with that, that's all. Anybody got anything else they want to add or say? That's it. Happy new moon.
Good.
Bring something.
Kwame Shallow. Yeah, priest brought it out, man. All praises, man. I just want to get one last verse. Go to Sirach 2:14. So there's a lot going on, Israel. So just be strong, stay encouraged, stay in this truth, stay grounded. Keep these commandments. Brothers, get out there on the front line and do this work. All right, we the warriors. We on the front line. The men, you on the front line in this war. There's a lot going on. There's doctrinal debate and, you know, madness anywhere from children losing their mind to elderly people losing their mind. So there's a lot going on in the world, man. You know, I was downtown LA today, cars driving around by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wago, man. You know, Issachar said these damn robots. Issachar afraid their job gonna go, man. Issachar looked at me and said, these damn robots, man. You know, so we living in some serious times, man. God? So I just want to, one verse for everybody to stay strong. Sirach 2, start at 14.
Sirach 2:14. Woe unto you that have lost patience.
Sirach 2:10, Salakia. Start at 10.
Sirach 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded?
See that? You got to look at the examples of the old. Any man or woman that put their trust sincerely in the Most High, they was not confounded. So I know a lot of, you know, brothers and sisters come to me, man, you see, yeah, Most High said this was going to happen. You're supposed to study that Bible. That's why Yahweh said he gave that parable of counting the cost. You have to count the cost. So don't let what's going on in any way move your faith. Okay? Right, go ahead.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Read on.
For Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
So you got to understand that. The Most High can forgive sins also if you sincerely repent. Right? And he saveth in time of affliction. So we're in that time. Con? The Most High said in their affliction, they will seek me early in Amos. Right? Read on.
Woe be to fearful heart.
You can't have fearful hearts. You can't look at what's going on in the earth and all of a sudden you think the Most High, you think what's going on in the earth is so bad, the Most High can't deliver you from it. Good.
Mm-hmm. And faint hands.
And what?
And faint hands.
Come on.
And the sinner that goeth two ways.
Read on.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted.
Come on.
For he believeth not.
Go ahead.
Therefore shall he not be defended.
See that? It's like when Peter was walking on the water. And Peter didn't believe that he can do it. And what happened? He fell into the water. Your faith got to be strong in this. So any brother or sister that's walking in this walk in these last days, you look at what's going on, because I see that. I see some brothers and sisters in faith getting a little wavery because they're looking at what's going on. No, you're supposed to get stronger now. Right? Go ahead.
Woe unto you that have lost patience.
And that's another thing. A lot of Israel is losing patience, man. And they said they looking at the folly too much instead of working out their own salvation. Oh, I'm tired of Israel. No. Never be tired of working on your salvation. Oh, I'm tired of seeing this and that. So stop looking and look in the mirror. Okay? Right, go ahead.
And what will ye do when Yahweh shall visit you?
What you gonna do when the Most High visits you? So you can't get faint-hearted and weak. Like I said, everything going on in these last days. Doctrines, prophecy, people losing their mind, bugged out. I'm not even gonna go into the stuff I saw today, man. Just bugged out, just spirits everywhere, man. Why? Because we're living in that time. But Israel, like I tell you in Hebrews 12, you can't serve a power that you don't believe can defend you and deliver you. Okay? If you don't believe that the Lord can defend you and deliver you, and you getting frantic because what you seeing in the world, then guess what? You're not going to be defended. Okay? So you got to keep your faith, Israel. Stay strong. We almost home. It'll get worse before it get better. But stay strong, Israel. ASHAR CHAADASH Sharach, happy new moon, 9th month of Hanukkah or Hanukkah. Kwame Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom. All right. The water for joining us on line. I'll see everybody on the Shabbat. Most High Ratizawan, Most High will. I'll say Chrome Most High, Chrome Mashiach Yahushai, and Chrome Yashurala. We out. Shalom.
Kwame Yashala, hallelujah. All praise to the Most High Mashiach Yahushai. All praises to all the brothers and sisters in camps that are sincere in Yahushai throughout the four corners of the earth. ASHAR CHAADASH Sharach again. Happy new moon, 9th month. Kwame Yashala. Shalom. Try to blow it 12 times. Kwame Yashala.